Good evening, Robert Scribbler filming on this cold February the 1st. Air temperatures around 45 degrees, ocean water temperatures around 47. Getting into that ice cream headache territory as we head toward the coldest ocean and air water months of the year. That would be February and into early March. So we are heading into it right now here at Jeanette's Pier. We've got 3 to 6 foot waves with some possible 7 foot faces on the sets. Heavy, cold, but cleaning up. It's about low tide right now, and as we're heading off into the sunset, we are looking forward to a clean and cold morning tomorrow. Did get out for surf session number 21 for 2024 this evening, and we'll be heading out into the water tomorrow, possibly with the GoPro to get you guys some footage so long as I thaw myself out. I had some legit ice cream headaches on some of those duck dives paddling out through this soup in the afternoon today, but totally worth it. As you can see, definitely some rideable ones. Hopefully some of these guys will that we're looking at here, some of these surfers, will catch some waves and demonstrate to you the rideability of these waves as they start to clean up. Okay, let's look at the data that I collected just prior to my surf session, provided by the wave monitors, the ocean buoys, the Wave Watch 3 model, National Weather Service, and also by yours truly after scouting it out in the water for you guys. Okay, did get out there in the Jeanette's Pier area. Right now I'd say solid 3 to 5, 3 to 6 footers with some possible 7 footers on the sets, cleaning up and calming down as the winds have calmed down considerably. Right now we've got an east-northeast swell coming in at around 5 foot and 9 seconds. Winds right now out of the north at just about 3 miles per hour, so very light northerly winds. Air temperatures cold, around 45 degrees. Ocean water temperatures also cold at around 47. We had a high tide today on the east-facing beaches between 11 and noon, looking at a low tide right about now between 5 and 6 p.m. Down in Rodanthe, we've got 4 to 6 foot plus waves, some 7 footers, and some slightly choppy conditions with conditions cleaning up there as well. East-northeasterly swell coming in at 5.8 foot in 11 seconds, bigger and heavier down there as is typical. North winds a little bit stronger at about 8 miles per hour, and air temperatures 48 degrees, ocean water temperatures a bit warmer down in the range at around 50. And at Buxton, 4 to 6 foot plus and fair with a heavier swell as well at 5.5 foot and 11 seconds, although it looks like the heaviest swell is in Rodanthe. Northerly winds also at around 7 miles per hour. Air temperatures a tick warmer at 49, and ocean water temperatures also warmer at 55. Last of all, Frisco is the cleaner spot at 3 foot plus and clean. Okay, for today, looking at our forecast, we are cleaning up and looking at waves in the range of 3 to 7 foot. Sunny conditions so long as the sun remains. Cold temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. For tomorrow, 3 to 5 foot and clean early with westerly winds likely generating some nice hollow conditions in conjunction with the rising tide in the morning. Winds are unfortunately expected to shift north and strengthen by the early to mid-afternoon. That will generate some chop. Highs a little bit warmer in the low 50s. If you want to get out there tomorrow, do recommend getting out there early. On Saturday, those strong northerly winds pick up once again with some cold temperatures, bringing in those cold temperatures from the north, temperatures in the 40s, waves in the 3 to 6 foot plus range, and choppy. And then on Sunday, northeasterly winds continue in the 10 to 20 mile per hour range, 3 to 6 foot plus waves, choppy conditions, cold temperatures in the middle 40s, and sunny. Ooh, that looks gnarly. And then on Monday, last of all, we've got very windy conditions once again with 13 to 25 mile per hour winds coming in from the northeast, 3 to 7 foot plus waves, and choppy conditions and highs in the upper 40s. And it looks like our surfer friends here are getting skunked by these waves right now. Unfortunately, nobody catching anything right now. Kind of a little tricky to catch, certainly right now on the first sandbar there, as you can see, kind of pounding and not really forming up very well. But nonetheless, some good rides still to be had. Okay, and as we conclude this session of the OBX Wave Report, I'd like to ask you guys once again to please do everything you can to help protect our coastlines from the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning. And the primary solution right now to the climate crisis is the mass deployment of clean energy, which is at present underway, which is very nice to be a part of, very nice to witness. Unfortunately, the impacts of climate change are ramping up, and those impacts are rising sea levels, more intense storms, ocean acidification, and ocean heat waves. The latter two which harm our ocean health, the former two which really can serve as a kind of wrecking ball for our coastlines and our infrastructure here. So please do everything you can to help get behind the clean energy transition. Here in the United States, we are beginning to really ramp up the mass deployment of wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles, thanks to a manufacturing boom now ongoing after some key legislation initiatives, including the Inflation Reduction Act, the CHIPS initiative, and also the overall Build Back Better policies that are now in play. And hopefully we'll continue to support those policies and continue to build on what we have already grown over the last few years. So once again, thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX Wave Report. I hope you guys do get out in the water, but if you do, do your best to get the right gear and stay warm, because boy is it starting to bite. It is cold out there, guys, and unfortunately it does not look like I am going to get anyone catching a wave. Hold on, looks like we might have something coming here. Up, here we go. Oh no, got hung up in the foam. Maybe this guy will catch one. I just want to conclude on a high note for you guys with a nice wave. No. These guys are getting skunked. It certainly is very challenging out there, so we'll say that. So no shame on these guys for not catching waves. Actually, more power to them for getting out there and getting into this suit. All right, so we're gonna wait through this last set before we bid you all a fond farewell. And wherever you are, I hope you guys do get out in the water and get some good waves today. Yeah, all right, so unfortunately we are going to have to conclude this session of the OBX Wave Report as these last waves roll in. It looks like these guys are getting skunked.